Once you begin to take action, you're going to start receiving feedback about whether you're on the right track. You're going to get data, you'll get some advice, you'll get some help, some suggestions, some direction, and even criticism that will help you constantly adjust, constantly move forward while continually enhancing your knowledge, your abilities, your attitudes, and relationships. But asking for feedback is really the only first part of the equation. How you respond to feedback can make all the difference in how successful you are at achieving your goals. And that's what we're going to talk about next. My name is Linda G. Robert. I'm your Back in the Groove Again coach, and I'm here to help you live your best life right now so that you can love what you do. So let's talk about how to respond to feedback. So there are good ways to respond to feedback and some ways that aren't so good to respond to feedback. Let's first talk about 3 good ways to respond to feedback. 1, appreciate and acknowledge the feedback. Responding with gratitude shows that you value the input and you're open to receiving it. For example, you could say, "Thank you for taking the time to provide your feedback. I appreciate your insights." And that could be in relations to a coworker or even your supervisor. Another way to respond appropriately to feedback is by seeking clarification and asking for suggestions. So if the feedback is unclear or lacks specific details, you could respond by asking for further clarification or for suggestions for improvement. This demonstrates your commitment to understanding and addressing the issue. For instance, you could ask, "Could you please provide me with more details or examples to help me understand your perspective?" And here's one last way of responding to feedback in a positive way: by taking action and by showing growth. Responding positively to feedback involves demonstrating a willingness to learn and to improve. You can communicate your intention by addressing the feedback and by making the changes accordingly. For example, you might say something like, "I'll carefully consider your feedback and make the necessary adjustments to improve in the future. Thanks for pointing out these areas where I can grow." Now, let's talk about negative ways to respond to feedback. One is to become defensive. Reacting defensively to feedback can hinder open communication and discourage further input. And responses like "you're wrong" or "that's not true" can escalate the situation and create tension. It's really important to remain open and to remain receptive to feedback. One more negative way to respond to feedback is by dismissing or ignoring the feedback. Ignoring or downplaying feedback sends the message that you don't value the opinions or perspective of others. Responses such as, "Oh, that's not important," or "I don't care what you think," can really damage relationships and can hinder personal or professional growth as well. And of course, one more way, that's a negative way to respond to feedback, is by blaming others. So responding by shifting blame onto other people or shifting blame on external factors can deflect responsibility and interpersonal development. So statements like, "It's not my fault, it's because so-and-so did that," that can create a negative atmosphere and prevent productive discussions. Remember, responding to feedback constructively can lead to personal growth, improve relationships, and enhance performance. When you respond to feedback positively, it shows that you take 100% responsibility for your actions. And you might want to check the video above here on 100% responsibility. This is Linda G. Robert. I'm your Back in the Groove Again coach, and I'm here to help you live your best life right now so you can love what you do. Bye now. Take care.